that like he would personally donate to the NIL to the first person who Geno Smith Miller in the locker
Oh
room.
my gosh, that's terrible.
Which I had so many people who were like, I don't know what that means. And I'm like, God, I'm old.
Yeah, you're old. This my mom just got me this like sweatshirt, hoodie, t-shirt thing because
Oh,
it's like Bill
that's,
Belichick,
yep,
and
very
I
you.
look like Bill.
We're on the Southern Methodist. All right, let's get the numbers counting. Okay, so oh yeah, let me do the social plugs. Making sure we went live and not a recording, because that'd be kind of a bummer if it was a recording.
I don't think I see us live on Twitter.
Yeah, there we go. We just popped up. So, all right.
Nice. Time to talk some foosball.
I would not be shocked if this is.
Still mad.
Yep.
Me too.
Same here, Blake. Actually, I'm going to save it for the intro of the episode, but I feel like I've gone through every stage multiple times.
I blame Keith for a lot of things in life, and losing to Clemson was definitely one of them.
Oh, we're blaming me for that? You're just mad because now you and Jacob are tied in the standings.
Yeah, you're running away.
I mean, if we're counting bowl game, I'm not safe yet, but I'm one game away from being safe.
Had a good tailgate though. That was fun.
Yeah, pregame vibe segment's going to be great, and that's where that's about where that's going to stop. Same as the Cal game. Fucking hell. Shout out to the party deck for all you guys hopping in early for the little pre-show shenanigans while we do the social media plugs. Because we gotta get the show out there for the Twitter folks. Oh, Jacob picked Clemson too.
You didn't see the chat. That you didn't see why I said
No.
that.
I was in the other. Yeah, Jacob picked Clemson too. So
yeah, I don't.
yeah.
In regards to losing out, I don't. It's definitely a possibility. I mean, I was on that team in 2016 with Lamar Jackson that, went to Houston, lost, and then ended up losing out the rest of the year. Lost the last three and the bowl game.
Yeah, so let's talk about that on the show too, because look, if you're coming here for uplifting positivity, that ain't me. I ain't a sunshine pumper. I'm not going to be the guy saying the sky's falling and just fold the program, but I'm not going to lie to you and say the vibes are great right now. Shit feels pretty bad. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to vent and we're going to get through this, and then we will be almost all the way on to SMU. We've just got to handle Sack King on Wednesday's show. So, all right. Actually, 2-minute warning segment. Just because I don't want to talk about it during the ACC preview or during the ACC portion. Virginia Tech finally pulled the trigger and got James Franklin.
Yep.
As a fan of college football, hell yeah. That is
that's the home run hire.
Everything makes me think that is going to be a fantastic hire for Virginia Tech. Now, the real world makes things out to be a lot differently than how they perceive, so who knows if it'll actually work. But on paper, hell yeah, that is awesome for Virginia Tech. That's awesome for the league as a whole to get football to a higher level of standing within the conference.
Where's it not awesome?
As a Louisville fan, fuck. I was really looking forward to having to not.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to having to not recruit against that guy, let alone play him every couple of years. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Because I mean, he can. That's a spot for sure. Like you said on paper, Keith, he should be able to win 10 games there all the time, close to it at least.
Yeah, I mean, look, Frank Beamer is like the gold standard, like hero worship. Just win an ACC championship every now and then and go lose an Orange Bowl and you're set, man. Like that's what
Yeah.
Frank Beamer did.
This is James
Also,
Franklin's like
Sarver,
dream
nice
job.
to meet you as well.
I mean, you can. This is complete opposite of Penn State. You make the playoffs and lose first round. That Virginia Tech sitting over here like this. Great job. Good year. Good year.
Yep. So, why is
What else in 2-minute warning? Keith, Arkansas. This one should get you fired up. Arkansas boosters pushing heavy for Ryan Silverfield. Silverfield.
that would be a hell of a hire. It was kind of funny because I think it was EMAC got with the he got with a fake Ryan Silverfield's getting hired at Arkansas tweet earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel bad for him. He got, and mainly because he got, and that caused me to get got. And I don't like getting got.
Yeah, because if Emacs tweeted it out, that means we're gonna believe it. So we get double got. We get got. That's never fun.
So,
Lane Train took visits to Gainesville and Baton Rouge. Did you see that in the news?
I did see that. Doesn't shock me. I still think that's like death taxes Lane Kiffin to Florida. Like, I think that's a lock.
Fair. I think it's funny. It's giving off vibes of who was the basketball coach this past recruiting cycle for Baylor in the Mexican restaurant where the UK fan. It's getting like because they're straight flight watching right now, which is.
Dude,
like,
I love
whenever
college football fans. Like flight
well,
watching,
like,
doing crazy.
Whenever your team is sucking and you don't have anything to cheer for, I mean, stuff like flight watching gets you excited.
So, yeah, that's where sort of like the 2-minute drill national stories that I had too. So, Shane Beamer, things are looking bad for old South Carolina. Which also, can we just 30 seconds to talk about that dickhead Texas A&M cop? Just
jerk.
Dude, how fucking delusional do you have to be to shoulder check a kid in a tunnel, talk shit, and expect to get away with it? Like,
I mean, like if he, I mean, I don't know, Keith. I expected him to kind of do the old, I'm sorry, like, you know, turn around, like, oh, my bad, like dap him up. But I mean, they started yapping. It's like,
oh,
what are you
watch
doing?
Where you're going. You don't run this tunnel. I run this tunnel.
This is my tunnel.
What a dickhead, man.
Jesus.
All right. Well, we're starting to get folks in over on the Twitter. We got folks filing into the Pink Seats party deck, so let's go ahead and get the show started. Hold on. Let me listen to The Cure a little bit to get in the mood to be sad for this intro.
I'm already sad.
I'm getting tired of meeting like this. Hello, and welcome to From the Pink Seats podcast, the internet's first and only podcast dedicated exclusively to covering the University of Louisville football program here on the State of Louisville Podcast Network. It's producer Keith. It's Vince Lococo. We are live in the Kearns Corner Digital Studios. Shout out to our friends over at Kearns Corner, again, for helping fuel the program for years now. Without them, it'd be a lot more difficult to make what we do happen. So huge shout out to them. And you know what? I'm going to wear this loss on the chin. I think it's my fault because I wasn't able to make it out to Kearns Friday before I hit the parking lot tailgate. I had to make a big old grocery run.
Like
I had to make a big old grocery run. I spent way too much money at insert store where you can buy bulk items that also has cheap gasoline. I dropped like $400 total in my trip there. Got home, like unloaded all my stuff, got it all loaded up. My buddy got to town from Columbus and we just rolled straight to the state. And I didn't make the detour to stop in the Highlands. So folks, that one's on me.
Yep. This loss is officially on you, Keith. We can wrap it up. I think 10 minutes. We can call this. This is the quickest show in history.
All right. So thank you for tuning in as always.
Yeah,
be
right.
sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to like, follow where your audio feed is. And we'll see you next time. And as always, we're still going. If only it would be that easy to avoid the conversation that it looks like we're going to continue to have throughout the course of the year. One last bit to plug in the socials before we dive into the episode. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to hop into the live chat, aka the Pink Seats Party Deck. Join the conversation. We've had a good little conversation going. I got to meet a couple of the members who are in the party deck right now at the last game. It's always super cool to say hey to you guys in person. If you ever see my giant ass walking around at a game, feel free to say hey. It's always super, it always gives me the warm and fuzzies whenever I get to meet one of you all in person and then you talk about like, oh, hey, listen to the pod. I'm like, hell yeah, that's awesome.
I hope I still give you the warm and fuzzies when you see me.
As always. That's also because I immediately hit the cooler and grab, 2 dozen of these bad boys. But
Yep.
But no, in all seriousness, always feel free to swing by, say hey if you see us. I will always be happy to take a moment of my time to at least say hey and thank you for tuning into the pod.
You couldn't miss us this week, Keith. We had a 10-foot Surfside blow up.
It's very true. It was great. Be sure, if you're watching us on Twitter right now and you don't feel like doing the YouTube thing, be sure to give us a follow at State of Lou where you're watching now, at Pink Seats Pod for the official podcast account, at Vincent Lococo, at producer_Keith. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into the episode. First thing, as always, because I want to kick this Clemson conversation as far down the road as I can, let's go around the ACC to start. And my notes are as follows. Pitt played like a team whose coach definitely said that this game doesn't matter.
How do you wake up for that?
Like, they just got their asses whooped by Notre Dame. And part of me wonders if Narduzzi wasn't blowing smoke and he actually just spent all week trying to prep for Miami, since, realistically, this game doesn't matter to them.
I wouldn't be surprised if a player came out and was like, yeah, we played kickball all week. He really didn't give a shit.
Georgia Tech survived a spooky game in Chestnut Hill. Duke. Virginia tossed Duke out of the club. We no longer have to worry about a team with like a 1-3 non-con record going to the ACC title game. Another, and this is the last around the ACC note I have. For those of you in the audience who are parents, I need you to take this very seriously. I'm going to look into the camera, look into your eyes. I need you to be prepared to talk to your children about 9-win Wake Forest. They are 7-3 right now, and the 2 games they have left are home against Delaware, who's a frisky team, but they're a CUSA team. Wake should win that game, and at Duke. So Jake Dickert could have the Deacons 9-3 in year 1, which would be unreal for the Deacons. What kind of
offense do they run, Keith? Because I hear Wake, and you know exactly where my brain goes.
Traditional college spread. It's not the slow mesh bullshit.
Thank God that's just rest.
He's in that same cloth of the Brent Key type of coach. Like, if he was an archetype in the video game, he'd be a motivator, and I love it. Like, I have a type when it comes to coaches, and that's definitely it. But it's super cool to see what he's doing. Honestly, I would not be shocked if he does pull that off, if he's a candidate to be a one-and-done guy to try and make a step up, unless Wake's going to try and be serious about football.
I could see one of these bigger schools taking a swing at him just to, I don't know if it'd be the best move for him or the school, but, they, for God's sake, Florida hired Billy Napier 2-3 years ago.
All right. Well, that's all I had for around the ACC, so let's go ahead and dive into this Clemson conversation. So, first reaction, pregame vibes. Again, Vince, the tailgate scene continues to deliver, as always. We had games. You had a 10-foot tall can of Surfside set up. You had chili dogs. You had Surfside. The vibes, again, fantastic. So, tailgate
could
scene
not
was
be
great.
higher going into the game.
Honestly, a lot of fans got to the gate. The tailgate scene was bumping pretty early. And I assume that was partially because this was going to be a much bigger game before Clemson was disappointing, and then after our Cal game. So I'm guessing a lot of season ticket holders and a lot of people already had arrangements, so might as well get out there early, make the most of it. Maybe take a half day Friday, or just take the
Yep,
whole day off Friday if you can. Get out,
that's what
make a
I did.
day of it. And Louisville always does weekday night games well, and we did it again. Not a overwhelmingly huge crowd, but still 51K in the bar. Clemson brought a pretty good sized delegation to the game as well. I assume that significantly helped the numbers. So, but the building was good. Good crowd again. Loud when they needed to be. Stayed in the game, engaged for most of the time. And also, one significant development that occurred during the game. So I had a buddy who traveled and he wanted to get in a little bit earlier than normal. So I may or may not have finally acquired one.
No way.
I got one. I got it
I
early enough.
didn't. No way. I
I
didn't know
got
these
it
things
early
were
enough
real
to
at this
actually
point.
get one.
That's sick. I didn't know they were real.
So I got it early enough to actually get the Yeti Gate is officially over. For God's sake.
That makes me so happy. That's like, I mean, that's great. I mean, because who knows what you would have came on here and been like, half-ass promotion again. Here we go. None of the real fans could get anything. So
Well,
finally,
I also partially do because I got in pretty early.
no, they probably sat over there and Lottie had a sign in each concession stand. It was like, hold one Yeti for this guy, so we don't have to hear that bitch.
Well, the only reason I knew the place had Yeti because there was like a little stack of them still. I was like, oh shit, they got one. Do I want to spend the money to get it? And then I ended up pulling the trigger. And
Yeah, impulse buy, big time.
that's about where the laughs ended. So we're going to change things up a little bit today. We're going to do high level observations. Then we're going to dive into the game notes. And then we're going to dive into the post game vent session. And that's where I feel like a lot of the party deck's going to want to get involved with the post game vent session. I see a lot of stuff going on in the party deck chat right now. So be ready for the vent session coming up after Vince's game notes. But high level observations, offensive side of the ball. Key one, exceptional. Again, that kid has rounded the corner and is really turning into a bona fide RB1. And man, one of the few highlights offensively in that game, him just bullying number 7 for Clemson on back-to-back drives.
Right. And like you could see that it was, I mean, he's just getting better and better each week. Like you said, really coming into his own in this RB1 position that he's having to fill with Isaac Brown being out. But I mean, just his vision has gotten so much better in these past couple weeks, and he runs with an authority that is unlike anything we've had in the backfield. As a Ando probably, but I mean, still, when Kewan hits you, it looks like it just does not feel good.
He runs like how we thought Michael Dyer was going to run.
That's a great comparison. Great comp. Yes.
On the opposite side of that coin, though, Duke Watson, like, is it harsh to say it looks like he has really regressed? Like, I don't know if it's still trying to truly get back to 100% confidence after his injury or what, but Duke Watson's been disappointing, and now another back-breaking fumble in a bad spot.
Right.
And just
right.
an
It
ineffective
might be,
game.
Yes, I think it was more just, man, I mean, he might be forcing it a little bit, same as like a basketball player when you're trying to get your shot back, or a home run hitter when you have the yips or anything like that. You might start forcing things and start looking at things a little bit differently. But in all reality, if you just play your game and let everything develop in front of you, you'll be fine. I have faith that Duke will get back to it. It's definitely just a rough one, though, rough stretch.
Yeah. And then honestly, outside of that, like I have in my notes that high level, I can't really evaluate more of the offense just because I don't know if it's just bad play calling or if the playbook's been completely neutered.
Keith, where has Colin Lacey been the past 2 weeks? I mean, like, that's what, like, one of the big questions I've had is just
Hey,
like,
hey, he was our only quarterback to throw a touchdown this last game. What are you talking about?
I
Colin Lacey,
realized we had I
QB1.
realized we had the trick play, but there's so many other ways to efficiently get Colin Lacey the football that, I mean,
We
Cal
saw
showed you
it.
last week and we saw it this week with Clemson. There's so many ways to get these guys the football that's not going to require you to throw the ball downfield.
Well, no, that's what I mean. We saw it this week. Miller's longest pass was the screen dump off to
Yeah.
Lacey, who he turned it into nearly a 50-yard gain.
Yeah.
Like, it's frustrating that it's just we'll save it for the post-game vent session, but it just seems like the offense is lacking creativity. And when I say creativity, I don't mean run generic trick play B. I mean true innovative creativity, scheming formations, using motion to create either blockers or runners with speed and space. And he teased me this week. We busted out a quads formation on one play. One play. He teased me. I thought, we're going to get a little adventurous. And then it's like when you're the little kid and you see the rainbow sherbet ice cream for the first time and you try a bite and it doesn't taste like chocolate or vanilla. So you're like, bleh, I don't like it. Nah.
I was okay with that. I didn't like chocolate ice cream, so I mean, that's fine with me. I agree with you. It's just been vanilla, Keith. I don't. That's the best way to put it. The motions aren't really that creative. It's
And
just boring.
we almost never have movement as the ball is being snapped, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, we never have lateral movement going into a play where it's like, hey, we want to get this guy just to have some speed before the ball is snapped so we can get the ball in his hands as he's at a full sprint.
We hit like two with Kiwan, two of those swing passes, but again, it's I think in the game notes you'll see it. There's a swing pass that Miller throws that if he just holds the ball for a second and looks at what's in front of him, he's got the curl route right there for a first down if you know you're down in distance. So it's a lot.
Let's table the offense for now. Save it for the venting because we're going to be doing a lot of venting. This is going to be one of those episodes that gets broken into multiple bits. I can already tell. Defensive side, great game again. This defense deserves to be 10-0, man. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
the longest scoring drive that they allowed for Clemson was a 60-something yard field goal drive. The longest drive that they allowed a touchdown was a short field, 56-yard drive after we committed a 3-and-out inside our own 5-yard line, punted out, and gave Clemson a short field. They held Clemson only 308 yards of offense on 64 plays and held Clemson to being 1 of 13 on third down.
I mean,
And 20 points.
you're supposed to win. Statistically, you're supposed to win football games whenever you're holding teams 1 of 13 on third down. And Keith, what you're talking about whenever you mentioned just the defense deserving to be 10-0. I mean, I think it goes in part with them just killing the momentum of the offense, just killing the momentum of the defense. It's hard to constantly get up off the mat whenever, you have a big momentum play and you're like, all right, let's go offense. Let's, take a shot. Let's go score, get a touchdown right here, get us in field goal range, do something, hold the ball for a good long drive, anything. And, you're constantly having to either go back out there because of a turnover, or you see flags getting thrown. It's, I don't know.
Immensely frustrating. So defense, I mean, gold stars all around. Good job, defense. You deserved better. Let's go ahead and dive into the nuts and bolts of the actual game itself. The audience favorite segment, Vince's game notes. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So again, if you're new to the show, Vince's game notes, it's something that's really evolved over the course, and it's where Vince will go in during his rewatch. He'll take screen caps and he'll take some recordings of plays. We'll put it in a slideshow, upload it, and just walk through. And we try to make it like casual man's version of Chalk Talk.
Right.
So
and with this new Google Chromebook I got, maybe we can do a little Dan Orlovsky like drawing on the plays itself and talking through it eventually. That's down the road, down the road, down the road.
Future
Giving you a
planning.
tease. Yeah.
Uh,
So, Cal,
all right.
yeah, you go ahead. You're good to go to the next one, Keith. We're talking the swing pass and the out routes and things like that. There's your touchdown right there from last week against Cal. Now, granted, it's a different, route style, but it's very similar when it's just an out. It's just an out route. But we're talking the swing route right here that Cade's actually going to throw. Clearly, Clemson watches film. And they ran plays like this, screens, swing routes to the running back, guys in motion, hit them on the swing. They ran stuff like this a lot the other night, and so did Cal, and they found a lot of success with it. Keith, at the next one, you'll be able to see right there the inside hand placement of Clemson's wide receiver. That's where you lose the rep right there. I mean, you're completely lifted off your feet as the defender. It's in no spot you want to be in.
That is phenomenal run blocking from the wide receiver.
Oh,
Inside hand placement, he's got leverage, maybe a little high, but he's in driving, like diagonal driving posture. Like
Yep.
he can take that DB for a ride. So
Yep. Go ahead, let it play out. Now, granted, it's not the biggest play, but it's keeping them on schedule. They got a first down right here. That's a great play for Clemson.
and I just paused it right here. That's a wide receiver driving a defender 4 yards backwards and ending with a pancake.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing. That's the type of blocking you have to get to utilize those quick outs and screens and bubbles to have those plays actually be effective. That's the type of effort you have to have blocking those routes.
Now, we're watching Clev Lubin right here. We got him
Hell
circled.
yeah.
What I love right here, it says bend. Watch him not get vertical, not get wide, but as soon as he sees the depth, hit the next one, Keith. As soon as he sees the depth of the quarterback, he bends this angle and gets a great sack right here on Cade. Hit the next one, you'll see the back angle, which is just perfect right here. Should be able to play it out.
I just want to run the tape. Miller, 78, right tackle. His 2-point stance just pisses me off. All game, he was in this weird ass 2-point stance with his weird posture. It just pisses me off. I don't know why, but I hate it.
Now Clev's gonna hit a perfect push pull right here. Push pull. I mean, that's textbook right there.
Run it back one more time.
Watch his
Push,
inside arm,
pull,
bang.
bang.
Done. Could have been a bad day, honestly, for that lineman. All right. I rewatched this. This really bothered me. I have it circled. Situational awareness. It's 4th and 1. Look at the arrow. Look at what's circled. 4th and 1. And look at the depth of our linebackers. Now, what do you think an offense is going to run in this situation, Keith? Tush push is the biggest play in the world right now. Quarterback sneaks have never been more back in our entire lives.
And the thing that drives me nuts, and it looks like they're not true two-tech alignment by these D tackles, but they're closer to a two-tech than they are to filling the A gap. On 4th and 1.
I have no idea what this front is because we can't see the back angle. I mean,
it looks
with
like
with how uncovered the center is, Keith, it could be a damn bear, or not a bear, but an even front with 2 3s and 2 5s. It's like what are we are we doing?
It's unreal. Like 4th and 1, quarterback sneak is the most obvious call in the world. I'm glad Louisville's finally riding the wave of it, where
I agree.
It's the most effective play in our offense at this point. So to leave both A gaps almost completely uncovered. I remember watching that live, freaking out in the stands, like, why are we leaving the A gaps wide open?
Yeah, play it out, Keith.
Easy first down. Like, Klubnik goes for, I think, 2 or 3 yards there.
Yeah, that's just dumb. So again, I have Clemson watch film right here. This is what Cal was hitting us on all day, and you have. I mean, I don't really understand why the DBs are pedaling right here. Neither one of those blockers in front of you are giving an indication that they're, just trying to get out on a route. Remember last week, Keith, we talked about it all film session, was the fact that these guys are giving you a clear indication of whether they're going to run block or pass block or try and slip by you. I just don't get it.
My first critique, and it starts a little bit as the play develops, but the ball's already out, and we're still not breaking. Like
Yeah.
that, I don't get it. And then double team, go for a ride. Good job following your block by the wide receiver. And that's an easy 7-8 yard gain on an easy throw, something that's not difficult for a quarterback to make.
Yep.
Jeff.
Yeah. So this is where it's amazing to have Stanquan Clark back. Just watch his hip movement. Keith, play this one all the way through. I want you guys just to watch his hip movements here. He stays the same pad level the entire time, doesn't bounce up and raise at all, and just reads where the blockers are going to be and just makes a phenomenal TFL right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch him follow this blocker as he pulls. That's sexy from Stan Kwan. Big fan of this. Just follow the puller, make the tackle. Too easy.
So this play starts late, but watch Chris right here. He wins at the line of scrimmage. This is him all day, bread and butter. I am gonna have some compliments for Miller in this because he did. I mean, like this is it's a good ball. It's a good ball to Chris, and I mean, good job. That's about where it ends.
Yeah, and these are some of the RPO looks that you want to see more of. And hell, even if he doesn't like the one-on-one slant, he has the check down to Lacey where he's got 3 blockers. All Colin has to do is follow blockers, make a guy miss, and he can pop off a huge play.
Yep. Well, just play it through, though, Keith. Just keep playing. Keep playing.
We're still playing.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You saw it the last second. It's 8:18 in the freaking first quarter. 8 minutes already in the first quarter, and we have penalties and flags coming up on the field.
Yeah,
that stuff will get you beat against a team like Clemson.
Yeah, they're too talented to play sloppy.
Yeah.
And expect to win.
So Keith and I, we've been talking about this for weeks now. This motion guy either being set up as a blocker or as being in a route. I mean, it's something that you should be doing against our defense all day. Keith, go ahead and let it play out. Next one. Yep. I mean, this is phenomenal blocking from Clemson's offensive line. Getting second level.
Honestly, if Williams is a bit more aggressive in his route running, he can probably take off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Also, the other thing we talked about, I wonder who they're going to target 20 times this game. Maybe it's the guy we talked about on the last pod.
Exactly. So you got to love this run right here from Kiwan. I mean, not much of a hole to make, so go ahead and make your own hole.
I believe that's Duke, actually.
Is it Duke? It doesn't matter. There's a flag on the play. That's really what I wanted to highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Duke. Sorry. But regardless, there's a flag on the play. We're already what? We're 3 minutes, 50 seconds in the first, and the condensed game had 2 flags already on the play or in the game.
More flags in the game than we saw at halftime. And given the size of our band, that's impressive.
Yep. So that's frustrating, guys. 9. Love to see this right here from Miller. Nice and easy. Find the open guy. This is what I wish he would do more often of. Just hit the guy that's right in front of you. I mean, go through your progressions, obviously, but sometimes you have to get to the last guy, and you're going to get hit. But this time right here, it just happened to be the first guy.
And honestly, good route by Skinner, good awareness to sit. Given the depth at tight end position and what we're looking at returning potentially for wide receivers, I wouldn't hate the idea of moving Skinner out to being a predominant slot receiver.
I completely agree, Keith. I want to keep him at that size. I want to keep him big. We should bulk him up like he's going to play tight end, but have him play that slot receiver spot right there because, I mean, quite frankly, his blocking hand in the dirt, that experiment needs to be over.
Yeah, and part of that is because of his current size. Like he's just too small to be an effective blocker at the power conference level. And I don't want that to be like taken as a slight on him. He's being asked to do something that's not in his natural range of ability. Let him get out wide.
I play with a guy named Jeff Banks, who Skinner reminds me a lot of, where it's just a big guy. You're in between the speed of a tight end and a wide receiver. You're in between that size. It's just and it's hard for guys like that are thinner just to put on weight in general. So
must be
right
nice.
here. Yeah, right. Right here, it's a good adjustment from Miller from last week. Keith, let it ride, and you'll see the adjustment I'm talking about. So there's a guy that's going to end up jumping right in his face, right there. Y'all see him jump at the line of scrimmage. I mean, it's a timing route and a timing throw. Take that extra second to realize where the defender is, and don't throw it right at the defender. He's going to jump.
Yeah, so watching this live, I had no idea how he got that ball through, because I thought he threw it at the same trajectory that he did last week, where it's probably right about just like a step in front of Bell, but it looks like he actually led his receiver and trusted Bell to make a catch with his hands, and Bell rewarded him for it. Also, nice to see him actually step into a ball and deliver it.
Yeah, seriously. So we're on to play 11 here. So this is just a bad call, in my opinion, from Jeff. I don't understand ever running a sprint out pass with Miller. One, you're eliminating half the field for him. And two, he's throwing on the run now. That's just not a spot where I think Miller's comfortable. That's not a spot where I want to see him throwing the football by any means. Keep it going. And if you don't run that sprint out, I appreciate Miller's effort here. I appreciate his effort. I mean, yes, get upfield, but I appreciate the effort. So, Keith, watch when the ball is snapped and watch the backside wide receiver running a drag. If we just run our normal drop back stuff right here, we likely can get this.
Well,
yeah. No, if you just
backside. Sorry, I was watching. Backside. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
Yes.
Get that
if you just run our normal, you can still fan the offensive line to the right some. You just got to. I mean, throwing on the run is just a terrible decision with him. The sprint out, it doesn't make sense. And even then, if Miller would have stuck a foot in the ground and tried to get north and south, not right here, but when he's sprinting, so like pause it.
I got you, because I'll tell you exactly where I want him to cut up field.
Right there.
And no, he's not getting the first, but he's getting more than the line of scrimmage.
I'd rather him cut up right there to try and throw to somebody. I think he could potentially still throw it to some. I just don't know. The effort was.
He's got 10 yards of space between him and the line of scrimmage. Cut up field, because now he's running away from his throwing side. So he's not going to get a ball out. Cut up and at least run north and south so you can step into one instead of drifting back against your natural throwing motion. And then you get an A in trying.
Yep. Right here, great kit from Coop. I'm sure we'll get to it at the end, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that Keith, I don't think it's a good idea ever to pull your kicker whenever we'll get to that. We'll get to that later, though.
I saw that in the party deck. Shout out to you all. I've got bars for that in the vent session.
So this is great blocking right here from offensive line, fullback, everyone. And you'll notice nobody really gets a pancake. Nothing crazy happens. None of that. It's just everyone getting a good, clean block, squaring up on their guy, and giving the running back a clear lane to cut it off you.
Yep. Just make a hole. Doesn't always have to be glamorous.
Exactly. So, Keith, pause it on the pass protection on this. Let it ride.
Oh, you know me so well.
This is just beautiful right here, man. This is a college quarterback's dream to be able to throw the ball in a pass pro situation like this.
Clean pocket, gives him time, and I believe this is the is this the strike to Bell for the almost touchback touchdown almost?
Yep, and we can you don't have to pause it on the end. We have wow. That's convenient for that official to be right in front of the play. And just I get we score with a QB sneak after this, but I mean it'd be nice just to get the call. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep, very frustrating. So right here you're going to be watching Skinner.
Speaking of things we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Skinner just not being big enough to crash down on a guy.
Yep, that's what I had. Exactly what I had, Keith. It's just not. You see, he kind of went to like the up hip too. Shoot your head down and across. See how he ends up on that up hip right there.
Like, you're just asking a guy who doesn't have the like. It's tough to make out
Put him
from
in
a
that
pause
spot with
silhouette.
Nate. Put him in Nate's spot right there. And I mean, I think Skinner could
Yeah.
do that against the guy.
He'd be more effective blocking out of the backfield than on a line of scrimmage. Like, that's not a knock on Skinner. That's just not using your personnel effectively. And I get it. You have to have some element of misdirection. Like, if you have obvious packages, then defenses can adjust to account for it. But we've seen this all year, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So you also let it ride, Keith. You can't do stuff like this and expect to beat a team like Clemson.
Just another
It's
backbreaking mistake.
you can't the penalties and turnovers. Those two things will get you beat against a team like this. You can't overcome stuff like that. I don't care how much talent you have.
Yep. And then the very next play.
Yep. So we're gonna watch the linebackers here, and a lot of times linebackers will have guys, defensive coordinators will have them fold over top of each other. Hit the next clip, Keith. That's what it kind of felt like. I don't know specifically, but it looks like to me that they're having one guy crash down and the other guy fold over top of him and take that other gap. It looks like we're coming way too far downhill though, and regardless, they should never really be that close together because an offensive lineman can get a 2-for-1 block on you right there very easily.
Yeah, and this is also a product of. Now, I don't know if we were going with a different package than normal, but this is Perry and Capers both on the field at the same time. I think TJ Quinn may have gotten banged up for a second in this game, but this is two guys who, while they should have enough experience throughout the course of the year where they've been playing since week 2, I think this is the first time both of these guys have been on the field together, and they just make an inexperienced mistake.
And you see, like, Perry's left leg in that situation. Go back, Keith, one. I think he should be – you saw the one with Stanquan and how he read it out. His hips stayed square. He was moving forward but staying square at the same time. If Perry does that, we don't end up in, like, this next clip where we're standing right next to each other. Hit the next one, Keith. Where we're just right next to each other, and it's the easiest way to get gashed is two linebackers.
Yep, you're already dead. You're already dead at this point. Like,
yeah. Safety help, nothing. I mean, you're screwed right there.
Yeah, and this is the TV angle. Jesus, Perry just got leveled by that lineman, and then backside. Like, you see, they get jumbled up, and it's too easy. It's just a straight line foot race.
Yep.
So
this is an offensive lineman's dream. This is a running back's dream. That's just bad defensive play right there from the linebackers.
Yep.
I hate this right here from Jeff. I mean, 1:40 left, and we're going to run the ball out early. This is the creativity that I think we're talking about, Keith, that is like...
To the short side of the field, mind you.
Yeah,
now, I don't
get the last guy if we want to do that.
I don't know. Maybe the intent was, hey, Keywan, if nothing's there, run out of bounds. But Keywan ain't built like that. You know he's going to look for contact and to get as much as possible. So,
I mean,
not
74
a great
gets
call.
beat. Nate gets beat, and that
this
causes
was one
Pete.
74. Church, love you, kid. Get off the damn ball. What are you doing? And yeah, Church gets in the way, so that impedes Pete pulling. Then I believe Kariski gets beat. That causes the edge to get a hand on Pete, so Pete can't get out and get a hand on Woodaz to open the play up for Keywan. Just failure at multiple levels, starting at the play call.
Yeah, we would have had a play. So you're going to watch 60 climb second level right here. This is just an amazing block. Watch him. Go ahead, Keith.
Hell yeah. And look, Rasheed Miller, this is a guy, we rode him hard in this segment early in the year. He has really grown and developed as the year's gone on. And this was one I got amped up watching him make a play on this.
This is one, Keith, you go to the sidelines as an offensive lineman and you're fired up for.
Yeah, Chip, get to the second level, get hands on linebackers. And while I would love for him to have gotten a hand on, finish the block, make a play. Don't risk the holding call. Push, get downfield. That's a gain of 20. Never going to be mad at a gain of 20.
So on this one, I just have, oh my God, truck sticks. So I guess you guys can guess what's coming up right here. This is a hell of a run from Kiwan.
Run through a motherfucker face.
I mean, that's just amazing right there. Great blocking on the outside from Meeks. So, I mean, good job overall from all the guys on that.
Hell yeah. Now, I will say my heart skipped several beats when Kiwan came up. Sorry, I just wanted to pause right there one last time. Just
you doing him so dirty.
Heart skipped several beats when Kiwan came up with a limp at the end of the play, man. I was terrified.
That's just legs.
Yeah.
Love this right here from Jeff. More creativity like this. Now I don't need Colin Lacey throwing the ball all the time. I don't need Colin Lacey throwing the ball all the time, but like at least it's creative, you know?
Yeah. It would be even more creative if, you actually had a quarterback that you ran speed option with out of this formation. So it'd be even more of a tendency breaker.
This right here just seemed like a beater. What you're always going to teach the defense is we can rally up to the tackle. We can rally to go make a play on that guy in front of us. So you would have loved to see the depth get a little bit deeper on this, and potentially we could get in the hole and close a throwing lane. But regardless, that's a great job from the Clemson guy finding the open hole in the zone and Cade delivering a football right here.
Man, what a strike.
See, if you can just drop with, depth and width.
And it's a quick look, too.
Yep. So, okay, so this was a good one from Miller. It's a good ball. Watch Chris Bell get off. This is exactly how the ball should, like, whenever you're a wide receiver, outside position, even at tight end when you're going out to run a route, you want everything to either look like a go or, like, if you're in the tight end position, want it to look like you're going out to run block or something like that to try and confuse the defender in front of you. Watch Chris Bell's get off right here. This could be a go route or it could be a curl. Bam. That's what wins right there. You saw the DB. Watch the DB at the top of the route. He's still bailing. Because I'd still be bailing too. Yeah.
He was rocking on his heels before the ball was even snapped.
Exactly. Because Chris Bell is that much of a threat whenever he runs anything, really. Yeah.
DB is bailing out as the ball's being snapped. Good eyes by the DB to get on it, I guess, get on his heels early, but he is not letting Bell beat him over the top.
Yeah, I don't blame him. So this one right here, Keith, I'm sure you get really fired up watching backside because you get a good cut block, and you get more fired up front side because you get the double team climbing up to the linebacker. That is just beautiful. So this is great offensive line play. Coach Owens definitely was fired up about this one.
Yup. And then, again, Kiwan just being a bully. My only critique, 71's Musa. What are you doing turning around for? Get upfield and find more work. Don't you turning around and coming back ain't helping anyone. Get upfield and try to get – if you block that safety, then Kiwan Brown doesn't have to run through him himself. Get upfield. Like,
Watch him. Oh, I love him finishing that run. So right here, this was frustrating for Miller. You're looking at your down and distance, 3rd and 12. Right, Keith? And what did I just say? Defenses are always going to say we can rally up and go make a play on that tackle or make a play on the ball in front of us, and that's exactly what the corner does. Why you don't just take a second, he can flatline that guy running the out over top of that. Let it play. He can flatten him out. And we get a first down right there. It's like you know where you're at in the football game. You're up 13-16, 3rd and 12. It's the third quarter. You can send a statement right here if you decide to flatten that guy out.
So can Miller do that though? Because we haven't seen him make this throw with any consistency all season.
I'd try.
I don't know if he can. I don't think he can make that throw.
I'd give it a shot if I were him.
I
What's
mean,
the worst that's going to happen? You're at least giving yourself a shot at a first down.
the worst that happened,
He throws a
you
pick
throw
six.
yeah, I was gonna say you throw a lollipop in six right here, breaks on it, gets in front of the receiver, and takes it to the crib.
Or he could just step into the throw, just deliver a damn good
You
football.
you would think, you would think. So,
Banks open.
yep, automatic ATM, cha-ching.
That's where I feel like the yips
And
started right
again,
there.
well,
Start
again,
pulling it.
well, not a terrible snap. Good rally from the hold, but the hold is not in the same position you normally see it. Coop does a good job of adjusting, and I think the TV angle just sort of throws this off because that's still pretty center cut. Like it hits the left side of the net. I think he nailed that. So
No,
I'm not gonna.
it hit off the thing.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No,
Watch it.
it's
Watch the trajectory change. Watch the trajectory of the ball.
yeah. That's it hitting the net.
No, it hit the pole.
It's literally hitting the net.
It hit the pole.
The net moves.
You're not letting it play all the way through. Not letting it play all the way through.
Vince, watch the net now.
No.
Watch
not
the
the net.
watch the
It went
all
like
hands
this.
logo. Watch the all hands logo now.
Yeah, it changed trajectories before that. Whatever. We could argue that all day. We got the 3 points.
Yep.
So like I have this circled right here because this is the game of football. It is a game of absolute inches. This play could have been a huge play for us, interception type ball. I mean, we are literally a fingertip away right here from making a big play in the football game.
These are the type of throws that are why analysts wouldn't shut the hell up about Cade Klubnik this past offseason.
Oh yeah.
Like stands, delivers just a strike into a tiny window.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, you were so close to making a play on the ball right there, man.
that's got to be frustrating as hell, man.
So this is good stuff from the from defense. I think no, excuse me. Go ahead and let it
20
play out, Keith.
Yep, another NFL ball from Cade, I believe.
Yeah, right. Right.
Oh, I got antsy in my pantsy.
Uh-oh.
No, we're
There we
good.
go.
God.
Yeah. So we talked about that deep out.
Mm-hmm. This is the throw that we were talking about Miller making. This is Cade making it, and honestly, not even stepping into it. Like he's fading
He's
back
off his back
as he
foot,
throws
back-
this.
Yeah. So this is the ball that Reggie Bonifant, if you guys remember from the recording we did with him, is the hardest ball to throw in football. That
Just-
out from sideline to sideline, from hash to hash, is always going to be the toughest one.
Yeah.
So it should have been a pick, in my opinion, for us. So you should really break on the football there and make a play. But good stuff from the defense. Back-to-back plays with penalties. Yeah, cut the bullshit. I mean, and even this, like, we're chirping
Botched
right there in
exchange.
Cade's ear, chirping in Cade's ear, and I mean, Cade sold it like somebody give him a Gold Globe or something.
Doug, Dabo Sweeney is going to be one hell of a European soccer coach if this is how he coaches his team. Like the
Yeah.
Brazilian
you can't
national
you
team would be
can't-
proud.
just can't be doing stuff like that, man. You just can't.
I agree.
Go
Like,
celebrate.
if
We're
you
chirping
get-
in Cade's ear before we even get to that point.
Yeah,
See?
Stanquan, what are you doing? And then Hutch, what are you doing? Like that's stupid.
It's an uppercut.
Stupid.
Like with your helmet. You got right up under his chin. I mean, I don't get it, man. That's how you get beat. That is how you get beat. So Clemson split wide right here. This is perfect right here. This is exactly what Clemson wants. They have one linebacker in the box, and all they have to do is get up to him or make him miss in the hole. They end up getting up to him. Now you're even on a deeper situation against the safety, and it's just not good, man. Not good. It's hard to defend that, though, because they've been
What I
hitting
don't-
you with outs. They've been hitting you with stuff on the outside the whole game.
What I don't like here, and I believe 45 is, I believe that's Jerry Lawson. if I remember correctly. He takes the easy way out. Like he's engaged with a double team right now. When you're a D tackle, if you're getting double teamed, that's where they want to go with the ball. You're supposed to anchor and fight against the double team. But if you watch 45 on the D line, rather than fighting against, he lets himself wash down. He tries to rip inside the center and just completely takes himself out of the play.
Yeah.
Like when this happened when that happened live, I thought maybe a stunt was called, but I didn't see any other loop come around or anything. He just took himself out of the play, which is frustrating.
Yep. So finally, from Jeff, we have the feeding of the studs. We're getting Lacey the football in a creative fashion. We just need more of this, Keith. I mean, we don't need more flea flickers or more any of that stuff, but plays like this where we have, we have damn near the whole offensive line out in front of Lacey blocking for him. That's a hell of a play.
This play would have been just as effective if you snapped the ball with Lacey after, so you don't have to do the handoff and you don't have the extra step of the double reverse back. Like that's just extra measures, or just motion Meeks, play action a jet to him while you then have Lacey crossing under, and you can get a similar effect with a screen without the extra razzmatazz. And then, let Colin Lacey make plays. He's one of the best returners in the country. Give him the ball in space, and he's going to make good things happen.
I mean, I doubt he wins it, Keith, but he's up for the damn Paul Hornung Award, and he's barely touched the ball this year. So
wow.
It's wild. So this right here should tell you, just Miller, his keys, his indicators. He's looking at his safeties. One safety is completely shaded over top of that hash, which should honestly be telling him that something's coming off the edge right there. And even the stance of the outside linebacker should really be telling him, hey, something's coming off the edge right here. So Keith, let it play out. You'll see the guy with it's insane, the logic. Miller steps into a sack on this one. He should have hit Bell right there.
Yeah, I get it. 3rd and 9, you want to throw past the sticks. Clemson's sending a blitz. That's not open. Like we just talked about, if you get the ball in receivers' hands, they can make something happen for you. Chris Bell, wide open coming across the middle here. Yeah, it's not past the sticks, but you can let him make a play, and you're in field goal range if you don't get the first. But instead,
10 plus on stuff like this all year. Look at this, Keith. He's rolling into the sack.
Yeah, and like we talked about, their linebackers are not fast. If you hit Bell while he's coming across the middle, I have the utmost faith. He's beating, I can't tell if that's Woodass or Sammy Brown in the middle. He's beating them to the edge. So if Lacey can just get a hand on for a block, Bell can cut this up and make a play and get you that first.
You can damn near see the touchdown play like right there on that still image, Keith.
But instead, we get this yakety sax looking bullshit.
That's not on the offensive line. That's not. Now, we didn't block. Did we block it perfect? No, not by any means did we block it perfect. But there is still a way for Miller to complete a football here.
And like the panic set in. Like I couldn't pause it as the panic sets in, but he just panics.
Step up and deliver the football, man. This is not an easy completion, but
ball out now.
Be an easy first down for Chris Bell.
Ball out now, but instead, this is the exact moment where he starts to panic rather than make a decision and get the ball out.
Yep. So this is the missed one right here, Keith, I believe, and I mean,
watch where the snap hits the holder.
How many did he miss? Oh God, that's just bad. That's timing.
The ball hits the holder in the face, and then the holder panics to get the ball down, gets it down way out of position, and it causes Coop to pull it. Like this miss is not on Coop.
And how many did he miss? 2, Keith? He missed 1 or 2?
The PAT, which I also think was a bad snap, and then a 50-yarder, which wasn't even that bad of a miss given how bad the snap was.
Look, and I'm of the camp of Coop comes to the sideline, and instead of pulling him, you look him in the eyes and say, hey, Coop, you're going to make a play in this game that's going to help us win this football game. Now
Yeah.
go get back over there and just kick the ball exactly how you've done your entire life. We brought you here for a reason. You belong on this football field. You're playing Division I college football, for God's sake. You're here for a reason.
That's
And you
yeah.
instill that confidence back into him.
Yeah, like
So
that's the exact moment you tell a kid you're going to win us this game. Whether
yeah,
it's like a quarterback who commits a late turnover or if it's a kicker missing a kick with 4 minutes left. The defense has been playing their asses off. They're going to get you another chance to win this game. Go win it. Give him some confidence. Now, maybe that's what he said and it just didn't work, but I highly doubt that. And Clemson, man, they fucking tried to give us this game. And I did a little preview, so let me know when you're done with this play because I just want to call out the comedic transition that happens.
you go ahead. Go ahead. There's nothing really to talk about on this. It's a muff snap that we obviously take advantage of, Keith, and it leads
right.
to a whole lot for us. Go ahead.
So ball carriers down. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. All you need's a field goal with a phenomenal kicker who's missed 2 field goals on the season to win the game. So what do? Oh, that's what we do with our 3 downs. We go backwards 25 yards almost into play. Just snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
It doesn't make sense. It's right there. That drive, this drive right here is a symbolism of a bad football team. You put this stuff on film, and you are a bad football team at that point. So let this one play.
And again, a hell of an effort by, I believe this is Meeks.
Keith, that's the same damn ball right there that he should have threw to Chris Bell 3 plays ago that we were just looking at. That exact same ball.
Yep.
That's what is like, yes, great job. Good ball right here. Way to get upfield, Meeks. But damn, is it frustrating to see where you take a sack where you could have hit Chris Bell in that exact same situation.
So then you go.
So, yeah, go ahead.
So you switch kickers. One, let's hope this doesn't shake Cooper for an extended period of time over his
That's
career.
where my brain goes.
That is a career-altering, like that has the potential to be a career-altering pull, and I fucking hate that. Now, Coop, damn good teammate, was gassing up Keller before this kick, letting him know, but this is a guy who's done nothing but kickoffs since, the Pitt game?
Yeah, something like that.
2 or 3 on the year, and has done nothing but just boot the shit out of the ball through the end zone all season. So, of course, potential game-winning field goal. So, good snap, good hold. He just yanks it.
Yep. I mean, there's...
Yeah, and now this is where we're going to start to dive into the vent session of it all, because what Vince didn't include was, again, the defense bailing us out and giving us another chance. Not a good look. There's only so much they can do. We got the ball with 30 seconds left, and I hate that I have gotten to the point where I have absolutely zero faith in this offense to execute a 2-minute offense. And Jeff Brom's right there with us. We saw it with the clock management coming out of, or going to the end of the first half. So I'm going to rewind, set the scene, because this is going to be its own little separate clip for the recorded videos. So just wrapped up Vince's game notes. So let's go ahead and dive into the therapeutic venting session of the episode, where things are, venting's healthy, and I feel like a lot of us need to do it. Party Deck, if you want to get involved and vent with us here, feel free. Helmet Stickers MVP, Keywan Brown. You get it for fucking burying that dude and just being the offense at this point.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I agree. I don't have anything to add on that either, Keith. Yeah. So, I mean, it's frustrating.
Vent time. I hate the fact that I find myself being incredibly jealous of the quarterback of every single other team we play against. Like those Cade Klubnik throws. And look, Klubnik has been infuriating for Clemson this year. Just see him throw those cover 2 beaters outside the hashes. You see him throw that like 8-yard out with some zip, even though he was falling back on it.
He put up numbers in this offense.
I saw myself, man, I was watching Iowa football on Saturday, and I saw myself lecherously looking at Iowa's quarterback. Just thinking, oh, God, I wish we had that. Oh, that'd be nice to have. I am tired of being jealous of other teams' quarterback. And it's not even just the throwing ability. Klubnik running the ball. Yes, he had phenomenal arm strength, but he ran with a willingness, or he had a willingness to tuck the ball and run. He had a willingness to take on contact, to fight for extra yards. And that's just, maybe Miller Moss does have that, but he doesn't have that.
Does he? We saw it last week against Cal where he could have lowered a shoulder, and
like
we saw how that went.
I want to know what happened, because we saw it early in the year. What was it? The Pitt touchdown where he took the shot to the kidney going into the end zone. Like, he was battling for yards early in the year. And I don't know if Jeff just took it away, coached it out of him, or if like the hits started to pile up and he just doesn't have faith in himself anymore. But it's so frustrating having zero faith in the quarterback position.
We can't run a drop back pass, Keith. We can't run a drop back pass at this point in the season, and it is just.
Do you realize how shocked I was on the pass to Chris Bell to see a pass that actually traveled farther than 10 yards downfield? Was
I know.
Shocked.
I agree, and it's you hinder your offense so much by not being able to run a drop back pass, because now everything's just quick hitters, short stuff. They can stack the box on you. They can eventually eliminate your run game, which we've done a good job being able to run the football this year. But it's just what this offense could be with a little bit better play at quarterback. I'm not asking for Tom Brady. I'm not asking for Pat Mahomes. I'm just asking for a little bit better.
I'm just asking for a quarterback who has a willingness to drive the ball downfield more than two times a game, and actually has the arm strength to be able to punish holes in cover 2 on the outside of the field when you have your corners playing flats covered.
And Jeff would call it. I truly believe Jeff would call it. He just doesn't have the confidence to call it in this guy at all, and it's never here, which leads to the direction where I'm sure we'll go is, like, why haven't we seen any kind of a change or anything or a push or, just something from somebody behind Miller?
Let's talk about the confidence for a second. So I talked about it very briefly and sort of leading into this segment. The clock management at the end of the first half, where you don't take a timeout after your defense gets a stop with like a minute and some change left, I believe, on the clock. And you let Clemson bleed the clock down, and then they run their third down play, and you get a stop, and then you take a timeout. You had 2 timeouts, and then you take a timeout with, I think it was 6 seconds on the clock. So you didn't have enough faith in your offense to put something together with 40 seconds on the clock, but with 6, I like my odds. Now, Clemson, honestly, I like that play call. Just roll Klubnik out and then have him just fucking launch one to the stratosphere until the clock hits zeros. Mm-hmm. Good play call by them to get out of punting the ball. Immensely frustrating. So it's obvious Jeff does not have faith in this offense to execute a 2-minute or a hurry-up offense. That is obvious. Yep. We see it in his play calling, and he can lie to us in the pressers. He can coach speak all he wants. His actions speak louder than words. This is an offense he does not have confidence in. And I think, maybe I'm completely misreading the situation. The guy behind center is the reason we have zero faith in this offense. Playoffs are gone. ACC champions
all over the field, Keith. Like, before you get going on that, there are dudes all running back. We have we took out an All-American running back who hurt his hamstring and inserted a running back who's, just had back-to-back 100-yard games, Keith?
Yeah.
Like There are dudes all over the place. Damn near every time Chris Bell touches the ball, he's getting a first down, 20-plus yard gain, or even a touchdown. Colin Lacey, we haven't even scratched the surface of how we can get him the football.
And you know
That's
who's probably the most pissed off?
mind-boggling thing of all season to me.
The best aspect of Trayshawn Hurry's game is getting open downfield speed. Quarterback position's basically eliminated him from the roster. Dakari Collins, he's been working his ass off. He's been getting open downfield on plays. Haven't been able to push the ball to him. Like, we've basically eliminated the wide receiver 3 slot because we have a one-read quarterback. And and again, Matt McGavick asked him about it in the Q&A session today, and we got another coach speak word salad of answer. Is it time to make a change at the offense directly related to Miller Moss? And no answer. And at this point, your play calling shows you don't have faith in the kid. Now, a lot of people will go out.
I just want to know what's going on at practice to where you don't have faith to put in the guys behind you.
And this is where I kind of want to talk, because unless we have seen the Wario equivalent of Josh Allen's accuracy development going from college to the NFL, unless Deuce Adams has done the polar opposite of that and has just completely degraded into someone who does nothing but shit his pants as soon as he steps on a football field, I do not understand why we haven't made that move yet. I've seen it with my 2 eyes that have 20/10 vision. That kid has the most arm talent on this team. He is the best runner of all our playable quarterbacks. Why? Why are we not getting him on the field? He is the only quarterback on this team who's made throws that I have seen watching in person and actively said, wow.
And his mistakes, Keith, they will be fixable mistakes. He's a young kid. You can mold him in the direction that you want him to be as a quarterback. Miller's already set in who he is as a quarterback, and we've seen it all year.
You can't have a quarterback make a mistake. How else are we going to have a pathetic 3 and out when we can't drive the ball more than 5 yards downfield? Like, yes, could there be growing pains with Deuce? Possibly. That's what happens when you play a young player. But the talent is there, and I refuse to believe that he is degraded into some unplayable form of quarterback. His high school backup, who did not start a high school game because Deuce Adams was that fucking dude in front of him, Drew Mestemaker, is going to be one of the most sought after quarterback prospects in the portal this offseason. I refuse to believe that Deuce Adams could beat out a kid like that for years and not get blanked out.
Team down the road got it right.
Like,
you bench Calzada, bring Cutter Boley in. Granted, you're not paying him as much, this, that, and the other, but your offense magically looks better. It's crazy how that happens.
Like, at this point, the only thing, and this is speculation. I don't think this is true. This is me just loosely trying to grasp a reason why we haven't made a move. His dad does fairly well for himself, owning a West Coast architectural business. Maybe there's a promise of a program getting a fat check if you just let him play out the season. Which, honestly, the equivalent is basketball. Hey, boosters will cut you a
Jeff, I could be
fat...
sitting there looking, saying, well, at this point in the season, I can make my money back in bonuses. If I can.
Well, not even talking about to Jeff. Look, average employee, I think I did way too much digging on this. Average employees making 6 figures at that architectural firm. If it's a promise of an 8-figure donation at the end of the season, that can go a long way in building a roster in the future. Maybe.
Hey, I'll take maybe. If you wanna, I'll quit talking bad about quarterback play.
And obviously I don't think that's true. I don't think that's accurate. But that's the only explanation I can come up with at this point. Because I've watched a lot of football. I like to consider myself a fairly adequate evaluator of football players, particularly those at O-line and quarterback position. Deuce Adams is the most talented guy on this roster. And the weakness of his game is he's inexperienced. He needs reps to develop. Look.
Practice reps with the twos are one thing. Game reps are completely different.
Exactly. It's a whole lot different when live bullets are flying and you need that experience to grow and develop.
Well, Keith, while we're on this topic, we can go on and on about this one with these two guys, or three if you want to throw the third.
And I will.
And we could. But we got to get to his comments and what he said culture-wise, right? You're not wrong. The culture right now is at an all-time low with the penalties and the BS. It's been a problem for a long time with this team. But close your mouth and know your place. Know the time.
We have a saying.
It's situational awareness. You don't have any on the field. You don't have any off the field either.
It's a saying we have in the Army called "Stay in your lane, fucker."
Yeah.
And look, you may be right. And you know what? Maybe perfectly fine to say that behind closed doors. Because we've noticed.
Because that's what a leader does. A leader doesn't go out there and throw their team under the bus and say they're having a culture issue. The leader calls a team meeting, a players-only meeting, and says, hey, guys, I've been a big part of the problem here, but I'm going to get my shit together so that we can all get our shit together and try and win more football games. But let's use the media.
Let's do it. Give a condescending ass scoff in the middle of a question. First off, just, yeah, that's a culture thing that they're going to have to. Bitch, you aren't even going to be here in the off season. You've been here 8 months, and you want to talk about our culture? Kick fucking rocks.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It was annoying to hear. I mean, quite frankly, you establish the culture in the offseason. Yes, you who were here in the offseason should have established a good culture.
Yeah, so, right message, horrifically wrong messenger. Kewan Brown wants to go up there and say that? Yeah, sure. Pete Nigra, he wants to go out there, say that? Yeah, sure. Chris Bell, Colin Lacey, they want to go up there and say that.
I bet he had teammates that came out there, it came to him after that and said, what the hell is this about?
Honestly, if I played defense on this team, I'd be fucking insufferable because we've been carrying this fucking team. We've been carrying your dead ass weight all season long. And you want to talk shit about the culture? Fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right, next. That's definitely, I wanted to hit that. I mean, it's annoying, man, because I had teammates that definitely, like Keith Kelsey, granted, we never had culture issues or anything like that, but with leaders like Keith Kelsey and Stacey Thomas and guys like that. But those guys, they definitely would have nipped that in the butt before it left the room.
So, other comment. Oh, I hate having zero faith in the team's ability to close. So, and what I mean by that is like after that punt, the botched punt where we get the ball with like 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, a lot of people freaking out. Yes. Oh my God, we're going to win. You can probably go check the timestamps on my Twitter. In my seat, I was telling myself, oh boy, how are we going to fuck this up? How are we going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory here? And sure as shit, we pulled it off, losing. Yep. I believe it was Jessica Smetana, national media personality, who said Louisville has found the dumbest ways to lose possible. So I did a little bit of digging, and this was it's going to bug me if I it's not ESPN anymore, but Bill... it's the post-game EPA. Basically, like, what was this team's win probability based off of just regular net success rate?
Were we at like 95%?
Clemson had a 12.2% chance of winning that game based off of general net success rate.
Oh, man.
That's not even the worst one this year. Virginia had a 10.1% chance of winning based off of play net success rate. Jesus. That's not even the worst one of the most recent 12 months. Stanford last season, 8.9% chance of winning. And look, again, this goes back to the culture thing. We don't have we're not closers. And I don't know why people just lose their head completely late in games and make dumbass mistakes. But again,
Right.
Miller can't be the guy saying it when this is how little faith we have. You get the ball back with 30 seconds to save your season. Also, dumbass penalty on the kick return pushed that drive even farther back, by the way. But you have 30 seconds to save your season, no timeouts. You've got to drive at least 60, 70 yards to get a game-winning field goal attempt. So what do? Check down to the middle of the field. No huddle. Check down to the middle of the field again, short of the sticks, by the way. Because you're short of the sticks, you have to spike the ball. So at this point, you've got, I think, like 8 or 9 seconds left. So surely now you have to really drive something up the outside of it. No, check down to the middle of the field, dropped. So now 4th down. And pardon me, it was like 12, 13 seconds left when we spiked. Now we've got like 8 or 9 seconds left. So now really got to drive up the side of the field. But most importantly, get the 1st down, spike it, stop the clock, and then dial up some pitchy woo-woo shit. No, let's throw an off-target lollipop ass pass.
Pitchy woo-woo shit. That's
yards.
new.
Lollipop ass pass, 15 yards to the middle of the field again. That's behind, so DB can come, break on the ball, bat it down. But even if they hadn't, and we completed it and immediately went down, there was only 3 seconds on the clock, and as soon as they said it, it was going to start running. So we might not have had time to spike it. And if we did, we're still at our own 45-yard line. And I don't think Miller even has the arm strength to throw a ball 55 yards in air. So we weren't even in Hail Mary range.
Yeah.
Like, and to go
Makes you wanna
back,
pull your hair out.
my hair's too luxurious to do that. But, there was a term, and you might be a little young for this. There was a term back when I was in like middle and high school in the early 2000s. And
1700s.
piss off. I'm going to, hold on. I am going to look up the actual definition of it.
Let Grandpa get his notebook out so he can check his quote book.
Have you ever heard of the term Clemsoning?
Clemsoning? No, I've never heard of a Clemsoning term. We just usually get beat by them.
The act of failing miserably on a grand athletic stage or when the stakes are high. 2, record-setting failure, usually reserved for college football. It was coined and made popular by Clemson, by people mocking Clemson in the early 2000s for how they would blow games in which they were favorites or overwhelming favorites in. We are the new Clemsoning. We find ways to fuck up the simplest games where we should win. Louisvilling is going to be the new term if this continues. It's us. Hi, we're the problem.
Yeah.
We can't. And it all goes down to quarterback play. Like the defense, great. The skill players on offense, great. The line drastically improved. There's one severe black hole of liability on this team that, in my personal opinion, causes frustrations to bubble up at other positions, maybe leading to some of those 15-yard penalties.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, Keith, you've played football. Finger pointing, I don't know if it's going on. I didn't really pay much to it, much attention to it. But, I mean, those conversations, you've been on the sidelines. If the offense is struggling, defense is over there saying, what the hell's going on? Defense is struggling, offense is saying the same exact thing. So you can only imagine.
Yeah, but before we dive off, I do want to show the party deck some love. So, again, go Cards. Agree with him entirely. Never should have benched the kicker. Naughty. And this was when we were talking about the inefficiencies on the offense. I'm not the only one. Matt, diving in, talks about the increased capabilities of the offense, bringing in a different quarterback potentially. We've already got people looking forward to the offseason. Justin, looking forward to the offseason.
This is supposed to be the year you don't have to go to the portal, though, to get a quarterback. But if he's not willing to put him in a damn game right now, what are we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The
hey,
fumble it let. Yep.
We touched on that very early, how it seems like two of our top three running backs coming into the year have developed fumbleitis. But man, Kewan Brown has the vibes too high at the running back position. And now I'm going to knock on my wood desk as to avoid cursing him with the case of fumbleitis. So there were more people in here. I know I saw Ultimate Goatee in there for a little bit earlier. I saw Easy Mac in there earlier. The chat's been popping off tonight. Like, I hate losses, but I hate losses because I don't like being angry on camera. But man, it is good for the engagement numbers.
It's good content, as Dave Portnoy would say. It's good content.
So it's the one last like sort of irk I have, and then we'll dismount, put this behind us, and we'll get ready for SMU because we got two boys going to Dallas. I hate, and we talked about it earlier in the show, I hate that we had such a quick hook with Cooper Ranvier, who's been your most consistent point scorer all year. Yet we continue to have a leash that just seems to get longer and longer and longer for one player in particular, who's doing more damage to your offense than anyone else on this team.
Yeah. And look, in year one, you could sit there and say Jack was keeping that team together when it came to his brains and knowing the playbook and getting everyone lined up. I mean, I've heard from numerous people that he was definitely the glue piece in that form of the offense, right? And we had no one better really to put in behind him whenever you look at the backups. But at this point, everyone is sitting there saying Deuce Adams he's right there. He's right there for you to use.
Yeah, and I don't know what more we can say at this point. Like, it's deflating. Like, and he talks about the most important thing is getting ready to beat SMU. I believe that was a paraphrase of a quote that he had stated today.
Of course, that's the most important thing.
I think a change at QP is probably what's going to give you the best chance of beating SMU. But there's only one guy who can make that decision, and unfortunately, it's not me. So,
unfortunately, you'd really have no hair if you had that job.
With all that being said, thank you all for tuning in, hanging out with us, letting us get this therapeutic venting session. My God, we've been going for an hour and a half. I told you all this was going to be a long episode. We'll chop it up into a couple separate segments for YouTube. Those are probably still going to be long segments as it is. But huge thanks to our friends over at Kern's Corner again for sponsoring this beautiful digital Kern's Corner studio. If you're still tuned in, I hope you at least like what we're talking about. So YouTube chat, and if you're watching on Twitter, head on over to the State of Louisville YouTube page. Get over there, click that subscribe button. Turn on the little notification bell as well. That way you can get notified when shows are going live, like us, like our friends over at Starting 502. They've been doing live shows for basketball season as well, which a lot of people are starting to turn to as football creates a bit more frustration. Yeah. I'm never going to do that, but hey, a lot of people are. So we got good content for the hoops enthusiasts out there as well. For you audio listeners, be sure you rate the program, then unsubscribe, resubscribe, re-rate the program. And I think that's just about it. We will be back Wednesday evening. I believe we're shooting for 8:30 for the SMU preview before Mr. Vince Lococo and Jacob Lane hop on a bird to Dallas and leave me behind.
Yep.
So
we are going to bird scooter from Louisville to Dallas.
Just scooting.
Yeah, it's great content. That's what we're doing it for.
So hop in here, hang out with us Wednesday night as we preview the Mustangs. Again, get subscribed, turn that notification bell on, turn on notifications for State of Louisville tweets as well. We have been from the Pink Seats Podcast. That's Vincent Lococo. I'm producer Keith. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, go Cards!
Go Cards. Make sure y'all DM us the tailgate spots.
Yeah. If you do not send me a borderline harassment level amount of brisket photos, I'm going to be so disappointed.
I'm just going to send you numerous different angles of the same plate of brisket, so you think all I ate was brisket while I was down there.
I hope all you eat is brisket. See, he's doing my job for me.
Love
Jail Dotel. Yeah, smash that like button. That's too close to saying what Chip Patterson says on his podcast. I'm not trying to completely steal his plug spiel, but man, he does a good job. All right, folks. We've stalled out enough time to where I think we have enough for the editing point. Thank you all for tuning in again. I appreciate